Hi there, just a quick comment on the firing of Sherrod by the White House after Glenn Beck talked about her on Fox News. Apparently he took some comments of her out of context and made it appear she was racist towards white farmers. Of course she's been very active against racism, and so there was no reason to fire her, but the White House immediately started calling her and insisting that she would be that she resign immediately. Now of course that's very strange behavior by the White House to respond so strongly to whatever is said on Fox News, and Huffington Post is all over the case and trying to figure out why. I have a very simple explanation. Fox News is owned for 7% by Saudi Prince Alawid bin Talal, and he's not pro-American at all. He's counter-American. I think it's a miracle that he was able to purchase Fox News. You have to remember that Saudi Arabia also bailed out Goldman Sachs. I think that's the Prince Bandar or whoever that was, with $2 billion at the height of the crisis. Saudi Arabia now owns Fox News and is controlling what it puts out, and basically Fox News is the enemy within the US that the White House has to watch. It is basically sowing division within the US. It's trying to destroy the country, and there's many reasons why that would be the case. First of all, of course, the US stole most of the oil of Saudi Arabia in the deals that they made through Wall Street. What they did was, of course, manage the money of Saudi Arabia, the profits that Saudi Arabia made in terms of money, and then lose it on deals in Africa. And what they did was basically get resources from Africa and South American countries for free, because all these people went into debt by losing the money of Saudi Arabia. And of course they got the oil for free, because they can print those dollars, and well, they were lost. So first of all, they stole the oil from Saudi Arabia. Second of all, they're waging war there. They're trying to get the oil from Iraq and all that stuff. It's not good. But they also tried to attempt a coup. Just when Obama was inaugurated, I think, at that time. And Prince Bandar is now in jail in Yemen. He was lost. He was nobody knew where he was for some time, but apparently he's in Yemen in a jail. Of course, if the US wants to get control over Yemen, it's already said that the Yemen will be, bigger than Afghanistan in terms of a debacle for the US. It's useless. The US doesn't have any control over the situation because they are dependent on Saudi Arabia for oil. Because now, of course, the Gulf is not producing any oil. Iraq is not producing any oil for them. Iran is not producing any oil for them. Venezuela is not really cooperating, to say it mildly. Nigeria has sold most of its oil to China. And this whole thing is a big mess for the US. And they don't have an alternative. They're now running to get algae oil for their fleet and their air force. But they don't have it yet. And you cannot wage war without a secure oil reserve and secure access to oil. I actually believe that the little dance that Bush made, more on Bush, on the balcony of the White House, right after he visited Saudi Arabia, was as part of a deal. You have to look a little bit ridiculous. And I think what's going on right now is that the White House doesn't know what signals from Fox are Saudi Arabia's, and what are simply Glenn Beck being a stupid moron and a hate monger. Which he is. He's a complete lunatic and he should be shut up. The whole Fox News should be shut up because it's basically the enemy within, I think. Anyway, that's my theory. I think it's Saudi Arabia that is signaling through Fox News, apart from trying to divide the country. And of course, it apparently also made a deal with Goldman Sachs to make sure that the US is crippled. Anyway, that's my comments, and I hope you find them interesting. Thanks for listening.